the movie has a major villain problem. I know you have notes for this story, Alan. Here is Pattinson. I've heard that the script is extraordinary. That's what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Extraordinary.
Yeah. In fact, they wouldn't greenlight the movie until the script was completed.
Yes, that's the philosophy. But what is this? I didn't hear about this.
Yes.
Tell me.
Are you going to bring this on screen or?
There are notes for this story.
Okay. Well, I see.
Oh, yeah, I'll bring it on screen. Sorry about that.
Okay, here we go. Batman Part 2 is running into a significant behind-the-scenes hurdle as it struggles to cast the role of Christopher Dent, a key villainous figure and the abusive father of Harvey Dent. According to reports, several major actors have declined the part, including Robert De Niro, Stellan Skarsgård, and with Brad Pitt also rumored to have been considered at one point. The string of rejections has created a casting bottleneck just as the film gears up to begin production in May, adding pressure to an already tight timeline, raising concerns about potential delays or last-minute changes. The role of Christopher Dent is particularly important because it impacts on Harvey Dent's origin story. In DC lore, Christopher is depicted as a deeply abusive parent who uses a coin flip to decide whether to harm his son, a traumatic dynamic that directly influences Harvey's fractured psyche and eventual transformation into Two-Face. If a suitable actor isn't secured in time, director Matt Reeves could be forced to scale back or remove the character entirely. A move that could weaken the psychological depth of the story. The Batman Part 2 is currently slated for release on October 1st, 2027, marking a 5-year gap since the first film.
I, for one, look, right now, a Batman movie and a Superman movie are being made. Which one are you more excited about?
The Batman movie.
I mean, and both have had series on HBO that connect to them. Of course, Superman was connected to Peacemaker season 2. The Batman was connected to Penguin. Which is better? Which is the one you're more interested in? I mean, I'm Batman easily. I mean, he's a more popular character than Superman. I don't know why Gunn couldn't find a way to fold Pattinson Batman into his DCU. I think there might be some egos involved in that, but easily a major villain. Who, you know what? Batman 2, if it's less than the first movie, and I don't think it will be, it'll certainly be better than whatever I think Gunn is cooking up for Superman, Man of Tomorrow. What are your thoughts, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, I like the first movie, but it was so low that it's hard to go lower than what it was. I think you can easily make a better film about this. I mean, how many lines does this character have in the movie? Let's just say it feels like you could start shooting and then add that part later, or even better, maybe you don't need to cast someone like Robert De Niro or Al Pacino or Stellan Skarsgård. Maybe you just find a really good actor to do the role and maybe launch someone's career. I don't know why it has to be an A-list name. So I don't know. These stories tend to be like, oh, well, we found an angle we can talk about. The Batman might not happen because they can't find Christopher Dent. When it just seems overplayed at this point. Look, I think you can find a no-name to do a really good job at it.
Well, ask yourself, who has the momentum? Superman and Gunn's universe, or Batman and Matt Reeves?
Well,
which
one has more is Batman, but there's not a whole lot of momentum behind that. 5 years is a long time.
Woo!